Hello everyone, we are English class of Law C1 Pelita Bangsa University. And then, we want to introduce our group member. We consist of 9 people. That is Ahmad Maulana, Aromko Malasari, Gugun Sutrisno, Carmelito, Galang, Sartika, Tiara, Julius, and the last Yorindis. This is our lecturer Miss Septia Ayu Wulandari. In here, we will discuss about online fraud.
In this section, we will discuss online fraud. Definition of online fraud. Online fraud means the use of internet service of software with the internet access to deceive or take advantage of victims. Online fraud can occur in chat rooms, social media, emails, or website. Internet service and website make it easier for us to pay bills, shop, make a reservation online, even to work, and we can do all these activities from anywhere. There are no more restrictions for us to have access to any information. Life is so much easier. Is the word of evil? The freedom to navigate and access a number of locations online at the same time is at risk of harm. Today's crimes are far more advanced than ever by targeting our personal life, the home and the office we work in. Unfortunately, there are very little we can do. Example: online scams impersonate cheap marks.
Alex said, the suspect made an advertisement price of 30 cartons of masks valued at Rp 42 million, which had calculated one box of masks sold for Rp 50,000 only. After paying a DP of Rp 28 million, the victim and the suspect made an appointment at a shopping mall in Slippy area. But the report never showed up, Alex said.
For this incident, the victim then reported the case at the Soekarno-Hatta Airport Police Station on February 11, 2020. The suspect is suspected of fraud of embezzlement as referred to in 1. Article 378 of the Criminal Code and or 2. Article 372 of the Criminal Code with the threat of sentences of 4 years in prison. Article 378 of the Criminal Code.
Whoever intends to benefit himself or others by defying rights, either by using a false name or false circumstances, either by reason and deceit, or by making false words, persuading people to give something, making debts or eliminating receivables, is punishable by fraud with a prison sentence of 4 years.
Article 372 of the Penal Code reads,
whoever intentionally owns by against the right of an item that is completely or partially belonging to another person and the goods are in his hands not because of a crime, punishable by embezzlement, with a prison sentence of 4 years. Persons who violate the provisions of Article 28, paragraph 1 of the ITE law can be threatened with criminal punishment under Article 45A, paragraph 1 of Law 19/2016, namely, any person who knowingly and without right to spread false and misleading news that results in consumer losses in electronic transactions is referred to in Article 28, paragraph 1, shall be penalized with a maximum imprisonment of 6 years and/or a maximum fine of Rp 1 million. Online buying selling transactions according Consumer Protection Law.
Approach of the Consumer Protection Law, this case can be concluded as one of the violation of consumer rights. Rights are 1. In good faith in conducting its business activities. 2. Provide true, clear, and honest information about the conditions and warranties of goods and or service and explain the use, repair, and maintenance. 3. Treat or serve consumers properly and honestly and non-discriminatorily. 4. Guarantee the quality of goods and service production and trade under the provisions of applicable quality standard of goods and or service.
5. Provide opportunities for consumers to test and/or try certain goods and/or services and provide warranties and/or guarantees on goods made and/or traded. 6. Compensation, indemnification and/or reimbursement if the goods and/or services received or utilized are not in accordance with the agreement.
Based on Law Number 8 of 1999 on Consumer Protection, Consumer Law, guarantee protection of the rights of any harmed consumer to obtain compensation and or reimbursement if the goods and or service received are not in the accordance with the agreement or not as appropriate.
For the actions taken by the seller, he is obliged to pay compensation buyer in accordance with the principle of Article 1365 of the Civil Code as follows. Any act that violates the law and brings harm to others obliges the person who inflicts the loss because of his fault to compensate for the loss. Settlement of such damages can be done out of court or through the court, based on the voluntary choice of the parties to the dispute. As law students, we hope that online fraud will not happen again, considering the prevailing regulations already provide protection for those who conduct online transactions. As already explained in Article 378 of the Criminal Code, that fraudsters are ensnared in 4 years in prison, but in reality it still does not make the perpetrators undo their intentions. It should make one think twice when going to do something that harms others. And as users of applications and marketplaces in everyday life, it is expected that consumer protection laws can provide comfort to us as users of technology during this pandemic.
Thanks. Do you have any question? See you in next video.